And now, prepare your ear holes for penetration as we bring you another great podcast from the Poop Culture Extended Universe.
I would put it on a bud. You could fit the pickles. You could fit pickles in there. And the pickles. You can fit the pickles in there. You can fit the pickles in there. Come on. Pickle chicken sandwich.
Take it away, John Frickin Smith.
Welcome to the rabbit hole,
How did we end up on that rabbit hole?
where all you knew is wrong, and rules are just suggestions, made up as we go along. And who knows what you'll find here, maybe heaven or your worst fears. Whatever it may be, it's yours to keep forever.
Just in time. You've entered a rabbit hole. Please go down further. Where there's philosophy hidden within stupidity.
My nipples are sweating.
What are they doing to that chicken?
They're punching holes in it. You know what? I want to teabag Hank Azaria. He could make weird noises.
You're fucking weird.
You guys are horrible.
Bunion rings?
Like, I wouldn't eat those.
What the fuck? Hey.
Even if it was Paul Bunyan themed, like, you know what I mean?
Anyone-
Like flannel onion rings or something like that. You're like, yeah, I had a heart attack. Fuck you.
It's a sunshiny day.
Yeah. Fat people need love, too.
This week's episode is sponsored by Sudio. Head to sudio.com and check out the Regent Bluetooth headphones. With their sleek design, great sound quality and even an auxiliary cord, the Regent is a great companion at home or on the go. Use the promo code, just in time, for 15% off your order.
Well, first off, I just want to thank John Frickin Smith right away. Just because I still love it. That's really the biggest, that's one of the biggest reasons we still love the goddamn intro. We love it. We love Yours to Keep. You've heard it. Go head to johnfrickinsmith.com or Apple Music. Or, go on Spotify. Check out John Frickin Smith. You will find the album Songs of the Great Collapse. And you can, hell, if you like the theme song, you can hear it in its entirety. Yours to Keep. On that beautiful album. Check out all the rest of the songs too, because it's a very good album. I highly recommend it. And, yeah, that honestly, act like I just brought that up just out of nowhere. No, but yeah, you know the deal. He's also contributed so much to the other aspect, to pretty much every segment on this show damn near with an intro, which fucking means a lot to us. So, yeah. Going on, what's it, the other day I had got my ass whooped at work, right? And honestly, it was kind of a good thing, but also, it's good when it's busy, because it means, business, but it sucks too sometimes, because sometimes, when you go to a place and they're packed and busy and you're just like, why the fuck is it so, everything moving slow, or, shit's not coming out right. Sometimes it's simply because they're understaffed. And, we were kind of decently staffed for once. It was one of the few times. They had a couple, they had some good servers and they had, a few good cooks. But, the reason we were busy was because fucking this goddamn car show, or not bike show, fucking truck show. Yeah, usually occasionally, this place I work, they try these little gimmicks to try to bring in more business. Really, the only business they bring in, like with these car shows, or they have like this little bike night thing where, a bunch of dudes on crotch rockets are doing donuts. But, what's it, they do it, they give these clubs or whatever the parking lot for the night, and the only business they're really bringing in is the owners of the vehicles and shit, the clubs. So if there's only like 40 of them, that's really the majority of the business they're bringing in. They're not really drawing people. Nobody wants to go see a fucking bunch of cholos getting boners over their goddamn lowriders all the time. Except other cholos who have lowriders and like to get boners over their own lowriders. Then they all get together. Luckily, they're Mexican, so they get, big old group of people. Sorry, that was a little racist. You know who Red Corn is, god damn it. Don't even try that shit. Anyway, I usually show up pretty early for work anyway. Like, I'll usually fucking, just because I gotta take the freeway. And Rook and I and Corn, I think, too, we've all spent some time complaining about traffic. I go early just so that if I get stuck in traffic, I'm not late. And so even on Sunday, there's not much traffic, but I still go early just so I don't break the routine. So I'll go there and I'll just chill in my car. I got like one of those little portable charger things, so I can just charge my phone chilling in my car without killing my fucking battery. But was it Sunday? I'm sitting there chilling, scrolling through my phone, playing around, and I look and a couple nice ass trucks come in. Not like when they said truck show, I was expecting monster trucks or like really, really classic like Chevy trucks and shit. Like I was expecting some real old school. This was neither. Obviously not monster trucks because it's not a huge parking lot. But it was just douchebags with new fucking like Rams and shit and nice rims pulling up. There were no spinners. There weren't even like custom paint jobs really. There were only a couple. It was kind of, I don't know, it seemed a little boring to me. It seemed a little gay. But they show up, it was funny too, because I parked in the front of the building, as I always do. There's a nice little spot, right in front of the building, but, a couple car lengths back, because, there's parking spots right along the front of the building, and then, other side of the parking lot, there's more spots. So I park all the way on the edge. That's just so if I'm chilling in my car, I can hang out the driver door, have the driver door open without anybody pulling up on that side. I back my car in, nice little nestled spot. Well, these guys pull in, all their trucks start lining up next to my car, and they all kind of like, each of them would give me a kind of glancing look like, what the fuck are you doing right there in the parking lot? Fuck you, I work here. Second of all, that was the first part. Second of all, although they did tell me that we were going to have a truck show, they never told me my boss never told me I needed to park anywhere specific. So I didn't. I parked where I was, and all these big ass trucks are lining up next to me and shit. And then I see my boss pull in, get out, and I confirm with her like, hey, do I need to move my car? She's like, only if you want to. Fuck that shit. I don't want to. I want to get to work. So I get to smashing, get to, setting up and all that shit. We knew it was going to be a busy day, so we're, me and my other guy are prepping hardest, prepping, getting everything ready. So I look outside and I notice they've got a little canopy thing set up in the spot right next to my car, like even almost peeking into my car spot a little bit, like. They tried to do everything they could. They did everything they could to not touch my car, which I appreciate. They didn't. My car was unscathed. I thought for a second there, I thought maybe they were gonna bust my shit or something, As if you've heard a few months back, yes, it's happened before in that same parking lot, which is why I started parking in front of the building instead of behind it. So fuck that. But anyway, they were taking up the behind the building too, and all around it. Like they really took up a lot of space for this ordeal, playing nothing but goddamn Paisa music all fucking day. And if you don't know what Paisa music is, because I know not everyone's from California, you don't always have you might not be around Mexican culture. Paisas are what Mexicans call like the Mexicans from Mexico. The me no speak you. But they're playing, mariachi music or whatever all fucking day. Loud as fuck, loud bass. I could hear it from in the building, which there's thick ass walls. I mean, there's a whole fucking refrigerator system and shit between us and them, and you could still hear it. It was fucking intense. But yeah, I honestly, I was just disappointed with the trucks though. I was just like, dude, these are just rich guys that bought big trucks, and they're just, we're gonna go roll together. So lame. So lame. Like I said, not one set of spinners, not one classic truck, not one monster truck. Nothing but just new trucks with not even maybe 5 custom paint jobs. The rest were all just regular plain color trucks. I don't know. It just seemed that obviously the rich like to indulge themselves and pat themselves on the back for the shit that they buy, and that's I guess an example of it. They just like to, let's gather up and just try to make ourselves feel better about what we just spent all our goddamn kids' college money on. But yeah, I don't know, when it's like I said, when it's the car show, it's usually like I said, lowriders. So you're getting to see some classic cars. You're getting to see like your classic Malibus, Monte Carlos, all that stuff, Impalas. I just named off nothing but Chevys there too. But that's let's be real. That's the majority of what you're gonna see though when you see the lowriders rolling around. And I was cool with that. I'm usually cool with that because with lowriders comes hydraulics, and that usually happens too. Usually at least one guy's car catches on fire or something because he didn't do his shit right. But it's entertaining. It's at least entertaining. It's not just douchebags with trucks. And it's not even like they were popping the hoods through these trucks, so there wasn't even anything special, there wasn't even anything special engine-wise. It was just douchebags with big trucks. And when it's a bike show, like I said, donuts in the goddamn parking lot on crotch rockets. Who doesn't want to see that? I always pray that they do that shit, that they're doing wheelies and shit without their helmets, and I don't think anybody's died. I think one guy got stabbed, actually, during a bike night, but, at least there's something entertaining about it, There's the music at all three types of events. Music playing, when they do it on Sunday, we have kids eat free, so we end up we're already fucking busy because kids eat free. That's what pissed me off about that shit, too. They always would do it on the weekends, which, yeah, it makes sense. You're going to get more people on the weekend. But the thing is, these clubs act like, oh, yeah, we just did all that for you. Like, no, we were already going to be pretty busy. You guys were just extra people that came in. Let's be real. If you can pull it off and make it busy like that on a Wednesday night, then you have the power of promotion, my friend. So before I reveal what I'm smoking on today, because it's actually got a nice name to it, let me go ahead and take a second to mention these nice-ass Studio Regent headphones that I got here. They're fucking beautiful. They're lightweight. They're they're Bluetooth, but they also have an aux cord, hold a 24-hour battery life, and pretty clean sound coming through them too. Pretty goddamn clean. Yeah. Very nice headphones. I would say head to sudio.com. That's SUDIO, and use the promo code just in time. That's all one word, just in time, and get 15% off your order. Yeah, make things a little bit cheaper on ya. But anyway, onto the part that you probably thought I forgot about, because usually me and the guys tend to do that. We forget to mention what the hell we're smoking. That's usually how good it is. But this one, the name itself actually got me. The guy, first off, this guy was a fucking salesman a little bit. I went there, I picked out one that I get often, Bubble Yum. It's one of those, sometimes if it ain't broke, you don't gotta fix it. And I haven't had that problem yet where like you smoke the same strain a few times and it stops being, like it loses its effect. I don't get that. But anyway, I went on there. I was gonna get this Bubble Yum, and the guy looks at me and he goes, for $5 more, you can get the same amount of this top, or not just top shelf. Most of the shops nowadays, top shelf isn't even the very top anymore. When they call it top shelf, there's usually another shelf. It's a PR shelf. It usually stands for private reserve or fucking premium, or just an abbreviation for premium. So this guy goes, at this shop, it's premium. He goes, $5 more, you can get the same amount of the premium shelf one, and the premium shelf one is fucking fantastic. So I'm like, just to humor him, I'm like, you know what? Let me get a snip, let me get a whiff, let me smell it out. He pulls out this jar, and I'm still not going to reveal the name quite just yet, but he pulls out this jar, and he pulls the top off, and I took a whiff of it, as I'm about to do right now, just to remind myself. Oh my goodness. And the sweetness that came off of this reminded me almost of it's hard to say, like a very hard to describe, like a hard to pinpoint flavored, like some kind of mystery flavored Jolly Rancher almost is the smell I'm getting off of this thing. Very, very sweet. Very sweet. But he even put it in a pink jar too, that son of a bitch. He even wrote on the label with a pink fucking pen. This guy was full salesman mode right now. Because the name of this bud is Pink fucking Panther. Yeah, I know. I did a Black Panther review. Now we got Pink Panther smoking. But, this son of a bitch. Actually, this weed would have been awesome during the Black Panther review, just to have Panther on Panther crimes. But, this Pink Panther, though, this is, this motherfucker put it in a pink jar. Like I said, put it in a pink jar, wrote on the label with a pink pen. Pink Panther. Very stony, very sweet. very good. I've also put a little bit of this budget wax, some cheap old stuff. It's a little darker than some of your nice YouTube dabs, but still goes good on top of a bowl pretty well. Nice, and it kind of beefs it up a little bit. It'll make a very tiny bowl that should usually only be a couple, hits or something like that. Could go away very fast. A 15-minute bowl basically becomes a 3-hour bowl, which is kind of what's happened here. What the fuck? Sorry, my phone's ringing. But anyway. Oh God. Oh. So I had to renew my goddamn my fucking food handler's card thing, and well, obviously those things last like 2 or 3 years depending on where you get them. Last time I did mine, I got mine online, and I pretty much just did it and forgot about it. As pretty much everyone does. But so when it came time to renew, first off, this Hot Schedules app that my work has us on, it lets you know like the fucking whole 2 weeks and shit before, and that last week it lets you know every day, hey, your thing's gonna expire. Hey, your thing's gonna expire. So what do? I wait until the day before it expires to get a new one. Now what's fucked up is I have to bring it into work in order for it to they have to change it in order for Hot Schedules to stop bugging me. So I had already gotten it done, the day before, but it was after work when I did it, and I get a message the next morning like, from on the Hot Schedules app, like, your thing expired, you've been taken off the schedule. And for a split second I was tempted. I was so very tempted to just say fuck it and just like go back to sleep and not go to work. Just like, no, you guys took me off the schedule, fuck you guys. But I'm nice about it and shit. So but anyway, when I went to renew it though, I went to do it online again, and I realized why I had my hesitations about doing it online. It's because when you do it online, or at least for this county or whatever, there's a whole course that you gotta fucking do. Like this whole fucking, it takes a good hour, so which is a long time for me. My internet sucks, and this whole course thing is full of videos and interactive pictures and shit. Thank God for closed captioning, because my internet sucks so much the videos weren't coming through. The audio was playing, but nothing was visual going on. The interactive pictures weren't even coming up, so I just had to skip those somehow. I was somehow able to skip them, but they were still checking off, so I guess I got lucky on that one. But the difference though too, when you actually go to like a local place to get it done, or to get your food handlers thing, you look through a little booklet, maybe spend like 20 minutes looking through this little booklet, you remember all the key points, go in, take the test, boom, you're out of there. As long as you pass, you don't even care. So I'm sitting through this thing. If not for the closed captioning, honestly, I wouldn't have even been able to actually know what was going on. I would have heard everything, but I was just reading, and because it was still buffering and shit at times and skipping and shit, to where it was better for me to just read as it was trying to play along, and then just I had to skip the videos or whatever to the last like 30 seconds for it to check it off so I can move on to the next part. Very fucking annoying, very frustrating. It was one of those, I should have got off my lazy ass and took my ass over to the damn place in town and just been in and out of there within 30. But instead I'm like, oh no, I'll sit at home, it's faster, and do it on the internet. Fuck. Luckily, I missed one question, so I got lucky there, 1 out of 50. Which was, well, it wasn't that surprising. I was looking at all the words. I was just reading and then reviewed. Way easier. But, I don't even know why I brought that. Oh, that's because I forgot to print it out when I went into work the next day. My boss is like, I can't even clock you in until, you square this up. Oh, that's when I realized I don't hate paperless as much. I used to really be against this whole paperless thing. Like, I don't know, when my job started, like, oh, we're not going to send out paychecks anymore. We're going to, do direct deposit. And if you don't have a bank account, we're going to send you a goddamn prepaid card with your checks on it. Which that shit was dumb as hell. But, I was mad about that, and like mad about they stopped sending out W-2s, although this year they changed it up. A couple of years ago they had stopped sending them out, and then all of a sudden this year they sent out paper ones. Yeah, it was one of the few times where I was glad that I was glad that paperless was an option, because that service or that online thing that I had done my card on actually emailed me a copy that I was able to download. So I was able to just download it and send it to my damn boss via email. God damn. How fucking awkward was that? Yeah, I left that shit in there too. That damn knock on the door. You heard that shit, motherfucker? How awkward was that? They just had to walk through here and just see like my couch with my damn microphone all set up and shit. I got a fucking candle burning. Not for anything gay. I just have, it's a fucking scent. It smells like apple cinnamon or something like that. It's to try to cut down on the weed smell. Didn't think anybody was coming. Oh man, yeah, it was fucking AC guy showing up. Apartment managers just randomly decided to pay for some repairs. And I didn't really need any except a new air filter, so they just came and hooked that up, I guess. But fuck, that was so awkward though. It was just like, and it still smells like weed in here too. It's not even like that helped with the smell. It just looks weird that I'm just sitting here. They probably think I'm like doing some kind of online like chat roulette type shit or something with a whole microphone set up too. Actually, I'm gonna do that now. Yeah, who wants to pay for? Yeah, that's how we're gonna support the JNT podcast. I'm just gonna start up a webcam channel. Me with this microphone, with a microphone in front of my face, and my dick in my hand. That's horrible. I'm sorry if you got that image. I'm sorry if you've seen a picture of me and you got that image. Ugh. Yeah. Oh man. But yeah. Aside from the interruption, I had pretty much wrapped up that point anyway about the paperless thing. So yeah, let's move on. John Frickin Smith, tell them where we're going. All right, John Frickin Smith. Holy fuck, this is good weed. That's the difference the wax is making, I guess. But holy fuck, thank you, John Frickin Smith, again for that Gay for a Day intro. As I say, it gets me in the mood for dude. I know, the cheesiest shit. I'm gonna use it every goddamn week too. So, without further ado, let's go to this week. It's gonna go to Daniel Bernhardt. Now, I think some of our older listeners may or may not recognize that name. If you're a fan of some cheesy action, which most of us are, wow, he was in Matrix Reloaded. This guy's been in a lot of shit. A Swiss actor, model, and martial artist. That's probably the most important part here, as he was in at least fucking what looks like 3 blood sports. 2, 3, and 4. I think he may have been the star too. Yeah. Holy shit. So he's on some Van Damme level. But what I was recognizing him from was I was just watching the first John Wick this morning, and I fucking love that movie. It's still a fucking classic. And I was like, dude, that guy could have. Actually, I kept thinking that guy could have carried his own flick. Turns out he has. He was also on Matrix Reloaded, which I did not know. I'm about to see who the fuck he played on there, because I honestly don't remember Matrix Reloaded very well. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah. But yeah, I don't remember the sequels. That I just remember being really disappointed while watching them and hoping to move on, which I of course ended up just all right, let's wrap these on up. Okay, they're done. Never again. But yeah. So Daniel Bernhardt, yeah, so he's one of those, I guess he might count in that category of he ain't dead yet, because he's over 40 definitely, and yeah, he's even been in some, he's an action guy, a martial arts actor too. That's even better, honestly. But yeah, good Daniel Bernhardt. That's who this week's gay for a day he's gonna go for. Smooth, suave, and can kick your ass. And he's Swiss too. There's something cool about that. You don't often hear people always talk shit, but yeah, that guy will fuck you up. Then again, he is a Swiss Army man. Swiss Army man. I think I just named the episode. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of this because I am honestly really, really baked. I'm not gonna lie. Every hit I've taken, and every hit I've taken throughout this episode has been a knockout punch. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. So yeah, hopefully we'll have the boys back soon enough. If you I'm gonna drop a link down there too for listen notes again for that. If you didn't check out that interview last week or whatever, we did a written interview. Yeah, you can read some stuff about us, learn a little bit more about the origins, especially if you've just joined us. You can learn a little bit more about who we are and why we do the weird we do. But yeah. Oh, and shout out to Jared Easley. If you're a podcaster listening, you've probably heard that, and you've probably seen that name, and reading some blogs or heard it, and heard some of very helpful. One of the most helpful people in the podcast industry as a podcaster himself, and has helped out a lot of podcasters by making a lot of information available. So yeah, he actually, I guess, read our fucking listen notes interview and emailed us personally, and I actually was kind of taken aback by it when I read that email, because he first said he loved the Just in Time podcast, and at first I thought it was like full on copy paste, but the end of the email he said it was nice things he said about the show too, which meant a lot too. Like we don't, believe it or not, we don't actually get many comments or get many compliments or comments really. So we take each one to heart, and that one definitely kind of hit me pretty hard there reading that one, and he ended the email with going down the rabbit hole, like and I even I sent an email back thanking him and stuff, and he was talking about this podcast movement group, and I let him know that I was actually already a member on Facebook in there, but meant a lot, and yeah, it was just real cool. So yeah, check out that interview. If he liked it, you probably would too. Yeah, be sure to check out johnfrickinsmith.com and Studio, promo code Just in Time, and PCEU. What up? You know what to do. I'm gonna get on out of here because I'm losing all the words. I think I'm fucking baked.
What you just heard was a podcast in the Poop Culture Extended Universe. For more great podcasts, make your way to www.poopculture.com.